Time right now, this Friday morning, 6:50, back with our top stories in our Smart Start before the weekend. We are expected to find out more about this 33-year-old suspect killed when he was hit by a car as he tried to run from police on 390 in Gates.
Investigators say it all started with a shoplifting call at the Aldi on Spencerport Road just after noon Thursday when the suspect took off with a backpack full of merchandise. About 10 minutes later, an officer spotted him near the Lyle Avenue ramps. Investigators say he ran down the embankment and into a southbound lane on 390 where he was hit by a car. The driver, a 69-year-old man from Rochester, was taken to the hospital as a precaution and released.
At that point, my officer ran down onto Route 390, provided some life-saving measures. Unfortunately, the individual succumbed to injuries. Unfortunately, there's no means for us to stop theft. We're just out there to prevent as best we can and then to apprehend those individuals that do commit the theft, because in the end it affects all of us. Prices go up, or they lock things up behind glass doors.
The chief adds incidents like this are becoming more common and the community should expect to see more officers on patrol. In the meantime, Gates Police, state troopers, and the Attorney General's office are working together on this investigation.
A teen is recovering after Rochester police say he was hit by a car last night while jaywalking. This was around 8:30 p.m. Officers responded to the scene at Portland Avenue near the intersection with Stevens Street, where a car going northbound hit a boy, 15 years old, who was in the road and not in a crosswalk. He was taken to the hospital, and again, he is expected to make a recovery.
To a house fire on Francis Street, dozens of firefighters were at a home in Rochester. Our photographer on scene saw damage to the left side of the home. Firefighters deployed at least one hose line as well. News 8 has reached out to get more information, including details about any injuries. We will keep you updated about this story over on our website, rochesterfirst.com.
Some cases we're following today on the docket downtown. The sentencing is coming for a man convicted in a deadly shooting at a bar parking lot last winter. Police say last February here in the city, 50-year-old Malcolm Bryant got into a fight with a friend of the shooting victim, 48-year-old Robert Prescott, at a bar on Thurston Road. When they were told to leave, they then moved out to the parking lot, and that's where RPD says Bryant shot Prescott, killing him. Bryant was arrested after a chase and found guilty of murder, attempted murder, and criminal possession of a weapon. That verdict in September. His sentencing is at 9:30.
Also today, an arraignment for the parolee facing new charges of attempted murder and assault connected to a stabbing and multi-car crash in Rochester last month. Police say in the early morning of October 23rd, 55-year-old Walter Feathers stabbed a 78-year-old man multiple times at a home on Bidwell Terrace. Around 1 a.m., officers found the victim in the driver's seat at the scene of a wreck on Driving Park Avenue, rushing him to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, which he has since recovered from. Police tell us the two men do know each other and the suspect has previous attempted murder and assault convictions. Feathers is due in court at 9:30.
Let's take you inside the huddle with the NFL weekend here. Some injury notes for the Bills ahead of the game Sunday against the Buccaneers. Khalil Shakir, Cam Lewis, still the only two guys limited for the second straight day yesterday. Dalton Kincaid did not practice. We could, though, Sunday see the return of a rookie. TJ Sanders had his practice window open up this week. He's been on IR since October 11th, had a knee injury, missing the last 4 outings. Here's the defensive tackle talking to us about positive takeaways from his time out.
Just being able to kind of decompress, take a little small physical break from the game. It was definitely good, kind of work on my body, get it back stronger, get my quads, my legs and all that back, even with the other one and even stronger, as it is now. But just every day, just working hard, seeing that, we had things that we needed to work on. I was, going to help that. We've been dealing with injury bugs all season, and, this is just another step throughout the year.
We've got it all covered. Bills Kickoff Live pregame, an hour of all the storylines, the final injury report that's out that morning before kickoff on the Rochester First streaming app. It's also on your TV the second half hour on News 8 beginning at 11:30. Then it's the NFL Today team previewing all the action from around the league on CBS. We've got the game Bills-Bucks at 1, followed by Chiefs at the Broncos. Meantime, the Bills are still looking up, chasing the Patriots for the top of the division and for the conference for that matter. New England opened up the week at home last night against the Jets. Rookie Travion Henderson He had another great outing, 2 touchdowns on the ground, also made a TD catch to help Drake May. Maybe he's an MVP this season for the Patriots to get the win, 27-14. The Pats are 9-2. Their record of 3-0 against AFC East opponents, the best start to their division competition since 2019. Pending what happens the rest of the games this weekend, New England has the best record in the NFL.
Tonight, just $5 could buy you a shot at winning nearly $1 billion. The Mega Millions jackpot has climbed to more than $960 million with an estimated cash value of more than $445 million. That's the 8th largest prize in the game's history. The Powerball jackpot has also climbed to $546 million for tomorrow night's drawing.
$5 also gets you a Friday night beer as well, if that's your thing. Your sunrise traffic here before you go on this Friday morning. We do have a couple of issues of note. Reservoir Avenue, Mount Hope Avenue. First responders on scene of an issue there. Another one at East Main at the interchange with the Interloop, University Avenue, and Union. All right, James, final check of that 8-day. We'll do some leaf work maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah, not too bad. Even today, though, really, you should have a quiet afternoon. Light shower or two is very isolated. Most of us will see the rain tomorrow late, and then, boy, busy Bills game with that temperature falling throughout the day, wind, and maybe some snow showers.
At 48, Sunday morning.
Yeah, very early, yep.
We'll talk about it all coming your way. Second cup of sunrise to close out the week this Friday morning on the Rochester First streaming app at 9. That does it for us. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.